You know, there's two ways to get anything done in this car. Buy all new parts or let someone else do it, or just do one step at a time. So here's my plug for the, this will work on the trunk. I just don't feel like buying these. So I gotta make one 4-inch. So I make this 2-inch. I ran out of pencil lead, so I took some out of a pencil. Now I need to be over a little bit here. And this tab needs to be about 1 inch wide. This is for under the passenger seat. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Half inch, 1/2 inch. This one's not really oval, or it doesn't need to be. Make this about 1 inch for now. I need those measurements. I don't know, just didn't feel like buying them. I mean, to buy all of them, it's about, I don't know, it depends where you buy them, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. I couldn't get the right sizes. Well, they don't call it the sizes on the places that sell them. I mean, some do. I just get tired of screwing around with it, to be honest with you. So this one folds right there. I'll see if I made this right, I'm not sure. This picture's through the back window. There's the wires hanging down. Yeah, that'll work. I need 3 of them 2-inch round. This is 2-inch round. Found this in my old carpenter tools. I haven't used it in 30 years probably. So these are the two back seats. Now, I can't remember if I showed this one or not, but this is under the passenger seat. One on both sides. Okay, for some reason it's a lot easier for me to see once I have them in front of me. But I'll tell you what you got. One in the trunk, two in the back passenger seat where your butt is. So you need three of these. The hole in the floor is 1 inch, which you can get plugs 1 inch, but I just made this 2 inch. So three of these. This is the under the driver's seat butt. You need two of these. The hole on the floor is oval, 2 3/4 by 2. So this is bigger than the oval. I don't think they sell it. Maybe they sell a plug like that, but 2 3/2. And then this is a 2 3/4, about 3 1/8. These tabs are 1 inch, and you can make them whatever length you want, but I think 1 inch by 1 inch is fine. And then, yeah, so I said that was the trunk, right? That's the trunk. No, I don't know what I just said, but that's the trunk. I might have said driver's seat. There's one in the trunk. So you got one of these in the trunk and one of these in the trunk. Alright, let me just write trunk. Alright, it already says trunk 1. And then this is under the passenger and driver's seat. That's what I don't know, I screwed up. So what? I made this 3 3/4, 3 3/4, again an inch. The hole in the floor is 2 inch round, if you can find a 2 inch round plug. So what we have is this. So two of these, one of these, three of these, and two of these. I think I measured that. Like I say, man, I think my memory's gone. I think I got dementia or something. 3 5/8, that's what this actually is. If you're going to try to find these, 3 5/8 by about 3 3/4, and then you have these two tabs. I think they sell them like this. This tab is, I don't know if that's right or, but anyway, that's how the tab looks. I'm just going to sandblast this. But the tab is, this tab's like 7/8 by 7/8, and this tab, I don't know, it's a weird shape, but I'd say if you made your own, about 1.5 inches. About 1.5 inches, 7/8. So, I want to say two things. One, you know, you make a little video like this and you point the camera, you got to try to stay right there like right now, I'm not even sure if I'm in the picture. And two, this just helps me if I wanted to order the darn things. I mean, I kept writing it down, like it just didn't make sense in my head. But once I see these, it all makes sense. And I guess that's it. So I'm gonna lay this on the that old door skin I have, and I'm just gonna try to use a jigsaw. And then I'm just gonna put some black weather stripping RTV or something when the time comes, whenever that is. I don't know, and I guess I could do it now. And then I'll fold, I don't know, I mean, you put these in and you fold them over. That's kind of weird. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess if you have flexible metal. And this metal here is about, I don't know, nobody cares, but I'm going to get my gauge block. So the factory gauge, I use this. If you're using your welder and you want to set the settings and you have solid steel, this will basically tell you what to set your settings at. So, but anyway, this is it almost fits in 20 gauge. I'd say that's 18 gauge. And I'm sure the door is 18 gauge. So that's it. You know, it can be overwhelming at times. All these little pieces. So what I'm trying to do now is just, I mean, I keep jumping around. I know that I can't help it. But I want to put this to bed. I don't want to think about this anymore. I'm going to make them, and then it's done, and then I go to the next thing. Whatever the next thing is, I guess is what, it's kind of like whatever you feel like doing, or whatever the car leads you. It's like the car's in control of you. There's the back package tray. So like I said, I got this door skin. I think I'll paint it white so I can see my marks. But it's not very warm in here. I'm just gonna heat it up so the paint will dry. This way I can mark it with a black pencil or something. I think that's enough area. Just throw some heat over it. I guess that's the solvents in the paint. See if I can, it's still wet. Big piece of metal. warm. So I need yeah, it's warm. Maybe I should have laid these on there and sprayed it. See, I need two of those. At least I might as well lay it out. This is how hot it feels like when you know, you put your car out in the sun on a hot day, like well, it's in California. It would get this hot. That's why don't get a black car if you live in a sunny state. We need one of these. Just to make this final. This car, I don't know about anybody else's car. You need two of these for the driver's seat or something that looks like that, whatever they sell. 3 plugs. I think I said those are 1 inch on the back. One for the trunk that looks like this. The other thing is that when you buy a trunk pan, the slot where this piece fits in is not on there. So I'm going to have to cut a slot in the trunk pan. But on the existing, the slot is there. The slot is there on the trunk, so I didn't replace that. That's it. So I'm just going to talk while I found 2 blades. So when I bought this, I don't know, it was back in the 90s. It had slowed way down. I was like a framer that frames houses, the foreman. And my boss said, "Hey, you're out of work." He says, "But you can go over and help these trim guys." So I went over there and worked with them. I didn't know what to expect because I had never really done trim. Trim means install cabinets, fireplace mantles, baseboard. So I went over there and worked with them for about 4 days. Then I realized it was all the same. I just needed different tools. This thing clicks when it tightens. Or it's supposed to. What the hell? There it goes. I didn't have it all in. Anyway, so I went out, so I realized what tools I needed. I went out and spent $5,000. This is back in the 90s on a credit card. This thing's supposed to turn. What's going on here? Loosen it some more. There it goes. So I spent $5,000 on tools just because I don't like to borrow tools. And I was probably in my 90s. That was like what, 30 years ago. So I was in my 30s. And then within 2 weeks, I was running the trim crew. It's exactly the same, you just needed different tools. So going back to the car, don't be scared to try anything, because especially if you got somebody else around it, you can watch it, pick it up quick. So getting back to that story, I just went and got a cord. I didn't want to go out and spend $5,000, but I didn't want to sit home and watch TV either. The way I looked at it, it took me, I don't know how long to pay for the tools, but at least I was working, so I kind of look at it as the tools were for free, and now it's 2021 and I'm still using these tools. Let's just see if this jigsaw works. I want to put on my other safety glasses. So I wasn't even planning on doing this today. Sometimes I'm retired. I don't have to work at all. I'm not rich, but I got enough money where I don't have to work. But that's not a good life. So I just come down here and then I just, well, maybe I'll work on this. That's what I decided. So I broke the blade. I got one more left. I bought this nibbler a long time ago. See if it works. I'll show you a close-up of those rings from the nibbler. See all those rings? It's really weird. It's a sloppy tool. I don't care for it. I'm just going to cut this up into pieces.